Hello, and welcome to Living Healthy, Living Well podcast. I'm your host, Madhavi, and I'm the Chief Motivating Officer for Prana Health Yoga and Wellness. Today, I wanted to share with you something that bubbled up at the end of one of my yoga classes during Savasana. After I brought my students out of Savasana and we closed the session, I gave them this little extra tip, and I call it my fairy dust because I coach while I teach yoga. My fairy dust, explaining the costs and the benefits of making changes. What are the costs and benefits of staying the same? What are the costs and benefits of making a change? So I want to share this clip with you from the end of my yoga class. And I hope that you will find it informative and something that will help you resonate with something maybe similar happening in your life. So one thing I wanted to share with you all, just a little ad lib, a lesson, and it kind of circled back, it channeled through my teacher, my yoga teacher. The universe channeled the message again to me because I didn't realize it the first time. So on Monday, all day long, I was at my parents' house. We were moving them into a 55 plus community. So we're purging their house, getting it ready for sale, etc. So it's a lot of emotional and physical energy draining and trying to hold space for my parents without snapping at them, getting mad. You don't need this junk, and then trying to be kind because this is like 15 years worth of, stuff. This is their home. So physically and mentally, yes, I was completely taxed. And then I taught the Monday night class, and my mom showed up to class. And then she texted me later and she goes, I didn't even think I could make it to class. I don't know how you were able to teach the class as much as you did. Because I was going up and down, there's 3 floors, up and down the stairs, into the garage, out to the yard, whatever. And I told her it's because I love what I do. When you love what you do, you will have the energy to do it, right? So that's what my answer was to her. But apparently that message wasn't received by me properly, because today my yoga teacher channeled that same message back to me, and it hit me because she explained it. A client of hers was asking her, how do you do it? She teaches yoga 5 days a week at 7:30 in the morning. I go to her classes. How do you do it? That client asked my yoga teacher, and my yoga teacher said, because I look at it as, if I didn't do it, what would it cost me? Meaning, it's not about teaching, it's also about her getting her physical and mental, emotional practice for the practice of yoga, right? So if I didn't do all of this, what would it cost me? So we have to look at the things. When I say making lifestyle changes, sit down and think about what are the costs and the benefits for you to stay the same. Not that any of you guys are bad, okay? And then if there's a change that you want to make, but you're not making it. So what are the costs and the benefits of if you stayed the same? And then look at it the other way. What are the costs and the benefits for you to make the change? Write them down on 2 sides of the paper and then see what weighs more. So it made a huge connection for me today when she shared what would the cost be if I didn't practice yoga every day? Because she has her own baggage and all kinds, and we all have something, right? So it was eye-opening. I said, that was the message my mother was trying to share with me. I don't know how you do it, but I didn't hear it in my body and my mind. I was like, yes, I practice and teach yoga because I love it and I have the energy, even though I'm completely exhausted. I don't feel exhausted on the mat teaching you. But before you guys came here, 2 hours before, I didn't think I was going to make it to the mat. I was dead tired. So the point is, what would the cost be if I didn't practice yoga? It would not be good. That would the cost be, the cost would be not so good for me. And so that it's like, okay, so there's mornings that I don't want to get up and do yoga at 7:30 in the morning. And while we were here on the mat today in Savasana, I just thought, how cool is it? And how lucky am I to wake up in the morning? And that's the first thing I do. I practice yoga. And it's the last thing I do before I go to bed. Because I literally go upstairs, close the computer, and I go up to my bedroom after this. Okay, guys? So I just wanted to share that with you. This is my personal experience. So I invite you guys to take that little universal message and think about it. Think about it. You can journal about it or think about it for yourself. What would it cost me to stay the same? What would the benefits would be for me to stay the same? What would it cost me and what would the benefits be if I made that little change that I keep talking about that I want to make a change, right? And also reminding yourself when you don't feel like showing up to doing something that you know that's good for you, what would it cost me if I didn't go do it? Right? So I just wanted to share that little tidbit. It was just really kind of cool. I was like, man, because it's like a boomerang. The universe is like a boomerang, just throws it right back at you in a good way. Yes, yes. And it came to me on the yoga mat in Savasana. And thank you for sticking around and listening.